it. It's the Romello Marcellus show. The fly uncle you always wish you had.
Bring 'em out.
Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
Had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events.
Major show alert.
All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you.
Check it out.
You're now rocking with the best.
Here I am, goddammit. Here I am, goddammit. Here I am. Let me know if you can hear me. All right, I'm gonna get right with you. We're gonna get off into this thing, man, because yeah, you got to. I guess it's part 3, man, of this little thing I'm doing before I take this shit somewhere else. You know, I asked a question earlier, man, and I asked a few people. And this is in the sphere of females, ladies, women. I asked a few different women, young and old, this question. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most, 1 being the least, how many women or females are actually truly faithful in their relationships today? Based on the number of options and that kind of shit that are displayed or out there, how many? That's the question I have. So that's the question. How many are actually faithful? What's a measure? The reason why I'm asking this because as we progress more and more, we see it or see this every day. The hyper sexualized glory or glor fame of being promiscuous as a woman because of perpetuating your equal freedoms as a woman in comparison to a man, and how a man or males move. On so many levels, that's bullshit. It's wrong. And there are standards. I don't care how you put it, but the world we live in has altered those standards. And it's foolery for you guys to believe that those standards that are being set forth now suit you. The other standards are the ones that kind of held you to a higher esteem than what you were or are today. So I'm merely asking the question. Do we see it everywhere? Matter of fact, it's just like this. You got a hardworking guy handling his business, and you get a call like this.
Let me start this by saying that I don't even do this social media. Like I usually don't go on social media. I don't post on there. But today, I want to help the next out because I just want to let you know, women ain't, man. This is from today. I'm at work. I go to work every day. I work hard every day to take care of this woman. I'm talking about paying her bills. I pay for her to go to school. I take care of the kids. I put food in the house. I don't even get EBT. I don't get food stamps. I got to pay for food out my pocket. But let me show y'all this. This is what I see at work. And I don't never check the cameras. Like, I got cameras in my home. This is protect us. I don't never check the cameras. But today, some told me to check the cameras. I don't know what told me today. God must have spoke to me. What's done in the dark always comes to the light. And today, I'll check the cameras. And this is what the I see. Hold on, y'all. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all what I see. You see this? Can y'all see this? Who the is this? This is my girl. My girl in the red pajamas.
She's holding his hand in his house.
Who the? Bro, I don't think you understand how pissed I am right now. Oh, it's more. This is them coming into the house. Got me up. These women ain't man. Look at this shit, man. Coming in the. This is my house. This is the house I pay for. I pay for these bills. Let her go to school and shit. Look at this shit, man. This is what I'm seeing at work. I'm on my lunch break. This is the shit I'm seeing at motherfucking work. Highly pissed off right now. She all on top of this shit, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, these women ain't shit, man. And I'm giving my all into this relationship. All right, it's gonna play back. I'm putting my all into this relationship. And she got a whole motherfucking in my house. Look at this shit, man. Some fucking bullshit, man. No, these women ain't. I'm trying to tell you, fellas. I'm trying to tell you. A lot of these women ain't. Look at this, man. Look, they finna go upstairs to the fucking bedroom. The fucking dog, I pay for that fucking dog too. Oh, okay. She don't know I'm here though. It's all good. She don't know I'm here though. But I'm finna go holler at her. Got me all the way up. My motherfucking lunch break. This is the shit I gotta deal with. Bullshit, man. Stupid ass. All on the couch, all okay. This some motherfucking man. Move. Pay for your ass too. I pay for you too. Don't do shit. Cheap. That's what I should do. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Huh? Who the fuck is this?
Wow.
Who the fuck is this?
What's up?
What's up? Nothing. What the fuck is this? Mariah, what the fuck is this?
Hey, man, come on, bro.
I know, come on, nothing. What the fuck is you doing in my house, bro?
Bro, man,
Come on, what's the fuck is you doing in my house, bro?
Yeah, why you let it look like
It is the fuck look like it's all on camera.
Why would you bring
You don't know I got cameras? Dummy?
Man, this ain't even...
Man, bro, I swear to God, bro. The f*** got rose petals and shit in here. What the f*** y'all doing? The f*** is this?
You have the camera.
What that, you got cigarettes or something? Y'all got cameras on the house and on my f***ing phone to record your
You got the camera on me now.
because you're a f***ing cheater. I do everything for you. I pay the f***ing bills in this house. Do everything for your You got a whole nigga in my motherfucking house.
It ain't even
Bro,
what
get
you
the f*** out, bro. I'll you, bro.
You know,
I will you, bro. The f*** out my
you need to
crib.
calm down.
And don't f***ing calm down my f***ing ass.
I'm sorry.
Man, get the f*** out, bro.
You should have told me that. Come on, man. I ain't know you stay with no man.
Oh, you didn't know? Oh, you didn't know? Yeah,
No,
I
man,
pay
don't
everything.
do that.
It's my motherfucking house. The f***.
You knew. No.
Oh, you knew? Yeah. You like, oh, and the man and God, bro, I'll f*** you up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What's wrong with you, bro?
No,
Yeah, it's your goofy ass out.
baby, I'm sorry.
Ain't no baby sorry my
I'm
ass.
sorry.
Get out.
Why do I have
You know
to?
what?
What am I supposed to do?
Get your f*** out my house.
Stop. Stop. No,
Just
stop.
shit.
Stop.
Get that shit, get the f*** out my house.
Where am I supposed to
I don't know where the f***
Anyway, we knew where that went. Point I'm making, man, this is all too normal. Normal. And the thing that makes it bad is that these acts are being committed without really any true remorse. And yeah. I mean, I can say a lot and I can go a lot or a lot of different ways with this, but here's what I'm gonna say. You know, when we talk about hoes or people who are promiscuous or, you know, they have problems with committing in relationships, that kind of thing. There is levels to that shit. But I can say, man, who's the baddest hoe that ever did the shit? Suge Avery. Suge Avery was the best to ever do it. If she was a real person, man, I could say that she could never be topped. How you got this hoe come lay up in her side nigga's house? Or excuse me, she the side chick come lay up in your house with your man, and you cooking her breakfast. And at the same time, before she leaves, she tearing you out. If she disappears and come back with a whole husband, and then do it to both of y'all again, and have both of you motherfuckers want to leave and stand on the porch and cast curses and a whole bunch of shit. Suge Avery. I'm saying that, man, because a lot of you motherfucking bitches out here some trash when you making and busting your moves. You feel me? And yeah, you got to do better, man. You shouldn't be doing it, but damn, if you're gonna do it, man. Here's the other. Here's this. You got a good man. You ask for him. You know, you one of these broads out here that got so many goddamn demands, but when it comes down to you actually being confronted about what you bring to the table, you can't even fill the back of a fucking stamp. Yeah. Here you got this broad living in a whole house with this whole man, and he's paying for everything she's doing, and she's creeping with another nigga in his house. Excuse me, another dude in his house, while he's at work, trying to pay for the house and the dog and everything else. And there, yeah. So you know, it's a shame, man, that life goes on the way it's gone on, and you know, it hasn't changed. And I'll say this, man, when we talk about equal rights for women, you know what? Let me rewind that. The worst person in the world, the worst person on the face of the earth, is a masculine feminist. The worst. Because they play that double two-faced thing, and they do it at times when they want it to benefit them. And that's bullshit. My thing is, if you want equal rights and everything, you should be awarded the consequences equally that come with the shit that you do. I'm just saying that if you out here working and you're working hard at what you do, whether you're hating, whether you're cheating, whether you're fucking, whether you're, you know, doing good, whatever it is, man, there's a paycheck for you. And when that check comes, you should be ready to receive everything that comes with it. Yeah. You know, there are some good men out here. They're a lot more than you think. Y'all trying to reach for a small barrel of folks that are out of your reach, and it's making you ugly. You know, your circumstances don't dictate that you be in certain situations or spaces and places with folks with your ugly face. Yeah. And if you got one that's going to accept you for who you are, then you should be willing to act accordingly. But then I could think, man, back where if you've been leading this lifestyle of distrust, it takes time for you to come off of it. You know, like offering access to your heart, your mind, you know, your you know, just your secret shit, you know, the stuff that you have, you know, your passcodes or your bank accounts or information about you and how you truly feel in your heart and how you know, want to express yourself to an individual because, hey, you've been dealing dirt for so long. I'm sure that you are ducking your karma. Yeah. You know, scenarios, prime example. Let's say you ladies, you got a whole dude that you've been kicking it with, or excuse me, been pursuing you or kicking it with you. And he's been kicking it with you for 5 years. Off and on. Or as with as much access as is given. All right. And all the while you've been distracted, controlled, and funky rolled. You know, you constantly being accused of things that you ain't doing. Like you got a whole man somewhere, you married, you shacked up, and a whole bunch of shit. All because you know, slowly disperse certain things to people because of you being secure. Okay. But the individual never shows up when you give them the opportunity to see who you are. You're there to prove yourself. That no, this is not the case. This is who I am. This is what you see is what you're getting. And you really don't understand that that's merely a cop out to keep you on the wheel. So they continue to keep your punk ass in limbo with the entertainment, with the hanging out and the kicking it. You know, as long as there's some availability, and that's what's going to happen. You know, and based on the pursuits, energy, the effort. Yeah. Now, as time goes on, the bottom falls out of that shit, and then you find out that that motherfucker's living with a whole woman. And they've had 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 other motherfuckers that was knocking down. And then the worst part about it is that shit comes out to you once you have been settled for. So you found out that motherfucker, that nigga didn't even choose you within the first 3. You were 12th down the trough. Wow. If that ain't an anvil to drop on a motherfucker's head, I don't know what is. So now we're going to flip the script. The one that's had his ass handed to him in this situation is a him. See, here's the facts, Holmes. She never really wanted your ass. She just settled for you. She loved the idea of you, not the responsibility of you. And all that you brought to the table to entertain and keep them desired. Because people like that seek affirmation. They are self-gratifiers. For whatever reason, whatever their baggage is, there's no fucking excuse. But it happened. You got lost in translation, Holmes. On top of all the distractions, you know, making you prove yourself, jump through hoops, you know, everything that this individual complained about, you complied and you showed up with it at some point in time. But the individuals, they were not looking at your proof. They were not looking at your work because your work or you didn't matter. You were merely a supplement. So you took the spin for 5 years or more and you thought you was something, only to find out, nigga, you was just one of the roosters in the yard. Yeah. Like I said, Suge Avery was the baddest to do it. But there's some out here, man, that got gumption and gall that will attempt to do that. Play these same games. See, back to this broad, right? Now the bottom falls out, like I said, of her situation, or and you're the only one there to accept it, or to accept her, open arms, unbeknownst to you that all these other things have occurred. And when they show up, she don't want to hear your shit because she never really fucked with you. Not the wholehearted responsibility of you, the nice guy. Yeah. You know, the thing is, when that bottom falls out, engaging with you will be a miraculous thing. It'll just happen. And it'll happen with all the shit. It'll just like at one time. You know? It's fucked up to find that you was in a motherfucker's rotation. Been there, seen that, man, done that. Yeah. I've been a part of rotations. We all have at some point in time in our younger years done some crash dummy shit. And, you know, depending on what end you were on, whether you were on the receiver end of it or you were the moderator, i.e. that missing link, that interchangeable piece, meaning that motherfucker to tell you, hey, don't forget that motherfucking ring, right? You need that ring to go home. Yeah. But see, you broads are moving treacherous as fuck. And it's dangerous. And this is when I talk about the equal opportunity thing, right? Where we looking at y'all and saying, well, you know, what we really doing? You know? Because we know y'all do shit like this.
Boyfriend was asleep, so I wanted to go fuck my ex real quick, so I drove down to the gas station, let him cream pie me, and then I came home to sneak into bed. My boyfriend woke up and then wanted to fuck me, and he started eating me out and told me how good my pussy tastes, and he's eating my ex's cum out of me, and I never told my boyfriend.
Wow. You know what? You know, I put that out there because it needed to be seen and heard. And ladies, you know, you got friends that move like this. And I'll say it. Them bitches is trunk material. Trunk material. It's a shame. They haven't run into the right one. But that is some trifling ass shit. And I have to question my fellas, how many times have you think that's happened to you? Or excuse me, how many times has it happened to you and you are unbeknownst to it? I can tell you, it don't take no time for a motherfucking woman to do something. Trust and believe me, she's in control of the sexual selection. Just like her. She got up out of the motherfucking bed. She was in the bed with her man. Wanted to fuck her ex. Drove down to the gas station and let him put some cream in her pie and brought that pie back home and let her man eat that cream out that pie. Yeah, that's trunk material. Some jokers, man, she'd find her. She looked like Freddy Krueger got her. All I'm saying, man, is this what we are? Is this what our equal rights? Excuse me, your equal rights got us as men? Because shit, we at the behest of y'all on this relationship and this game shit, and y'all fly cold as a motherfucker. You won't make the same sacrifices that a man will make for you. You know, you got to be willing to lace your bootstraps up, man. And hey, muster up everything you got. Clear your mind, erase the tape, and say, fuck you, bitch. I'm moving on. Keep your dirty coochie where you at. And yeah. Dush. I'm sorry. I had to take a station break. I mean, it happens. Don't charge it to the hard man, but the mind is what it is, and you know, it's dangerous. But yet and still, see that right there, that individual would scream, I'm a woman. No, you were playing it equal as possible when you decided you go down there and equally jump on this man's stuff at the gas station and bring me back a cream pie that I didn't even ask you for. Yeah. So you're gonna catch these hands. And I guess I'm wrong for saying that shit, huh? But you think about it. Flip the screw up on shoe on the other foot. Your man's supposed to go pick up some chicken at the store, and he meet her in the shop on parking lot, and he gives some cream pie and cream in her pie, and come back, and boom, want to give you some musty stuffings. You say, all right, well, I want to give you some special attention, and you get some musty stuffings. How would you feel? I'm just saying, damn it. I'm just saying. I mean, for all those that are just joining the room, man, the topic tonight, look, fellas, the shit she's potentially doing to you, and you may never know. Some of that shit will hurt you or can hurt you. Oh, it's just treacherous out here. Listen, ladies, I'm talking to you about the math, and I think I've done it before. Okay? In your younger years, we've all been experimental and shit. But a lot of you all are still experimenting now, dating here and there. And, okay, you may have a purpose, but the purpose ain't working for you because you some shit. And you need to check yourself because you've already wrecked the fuck out yourself. The woe is me thing. You think everybody owe you, with your self gratification. So, you're not functioning on all cylinders. So here you go. Every 6 months. That's 1 year. You got 2 guys. Okay? 2 guys. And, okay. This goes on for 10 years. That's 20 guys. Right? And because it's new, you're going to fuck each one of those guys maybe 10 times. If it's good. Because you're actually having a situation ship for 6 months. That's too many dicks. Actually, that's over. That's 200. Well, I'm going to say well over 300. The actual factual based on that calculation is 200 times you've hit the sack with multiple folks. Okay, that's over 200 guys in 10 years, and you've laid. Well, excuse me. That's 100 guys, and you know what the fucking numbers are. Anyway, that's over 200 times, right? But we ain't gonna calculate for, now y'all taking the girl trips and been taking the girl trips for years, and you say, okay, well, whatever happened over here is gonna stay over here. So you got them one-offs. So you roll them in there, so that jacks the number up at least another fucking 75. You a nasty bitch. You're nasty. And you can't get rid of it because it's a part of you. It's like DNA. Motherfuckers can find DNA in you for forever. You can't just go and dish that shit out. It becomes a part of you. That's why a lot of y'all are fucked up and miserable as fuck now because you're carrying all those spirits. Better go get with a shaman or priest or fucking something. Cleanse your ass. Get you some what the sage. Take a sage bath. Yeah, do something. But you got the nerve to walk around and have all these demands and all this shit, and can't nobody tell you nothing. Your head as hard as a fucking brick. It's all about you. Yeah. I'll tell you though, if you find you're a good man, don't do the dumb shit that chick did or any of these other bras did. Better latch onto them and hold them. And a lot of you motherfuckers out here truly alone, truly by yourself. Don't have no real ties to anybody. Not cool. Yeah. Got to do better, man. Got to want better, so you got to do better. You can't ask anybody to. Well, you can. And if you find a motherfucker that's willing to do it, damn, what are you willing to really give or change about yourself? I mean, can you be honest enough to tell them, look, man, I really don't like you, but I like what you do for me? There's a lot of that, excuse my French, that's what a lot of you motherfuckers is on. Yeah. Motherfucker running around chasing you and calling you and taking you out and doing this and doing that and always at your beck and call. And the minute he stops, everything stops. The relationship stops, comes to a grinding fucking halt. And most don't understand why. Yeah, most don't understand why. I will say this though. People always notice the change in your attitude toward them. But motherfuckers don't recognize or they don't notice that it's your motherfucking behavior that made the individual change. Fuck is you doing? You know, you expect somebody to run the whole way, and you ain't meeting them nowhere because you got these demands. So you got to do this, you got to be nice, you can't do this, you can't do that, and you got to show up when I need you to show up, and if you don't, then you ain't no good. Well, fellas, I got to tell you, watch out for these motherfuckers, man, that really will let you know that you're only as good as the last hit that you were wonderful for. Oh my gosh. And you know, you motherfuckers are miserable. You miserable motherfuckers understand this. You ain't going through no storms, bitch. You going through all that fucked up ass karma you've been on. And you that shit you was doing. That's what it is. Your dollars ain't meeting. You know, you ain't feeling good about yourself. You're not happy with your appearance. You're not happy with your relationships with people. You're the common denominator. You got to be willing to change that shit. I'll tell you like this. I look at the man in the mirror. I ain't never been a trusting motherfucker. And I think for me, I was raised that way. But then as I got older, it became a occupational hazard to trust motherfuckers. So it bled off into my personal relationship. So for me to extend things to people now, it doesn't come easy. And because I'm a motherfucker that has set on things and stored shit up, let me say this to you. If I let you in something, motherfucker, don't be surprised what you see, because I ain't cleaned a fucking thing up in 20 years. You might see an old plate of motherfucking, I don't know, it looked like a science, might look like a piece of furniture. I'm just saying, man, the different strokes, man, that rule or excuse me, make folks. And you know, you got to be willing to be understanding, and you got to be willing to give too when it comes to those that you say you care about, and not do shit to them, not intently. I mean, habits, old, they die hard. And yeah, you know, the ultimate relationship is being able to get with somebody and be like, all right, you know, there's some people who could hear you speak 1,000 words and still understand what the fuck you saying, and you ain't said a word. It's merely your language. And then there are others around you that you could scream to the top of your lungs and they would never understand you. And then there are that very few that would understand you without speaking a word. Your mammy. Nah, not me. Not me. You know, here's what I'll say to y'all. For those of you that don't know me, don't come on this platform playing with me, because I'll air your ass out. Yeah. In more ways than one, I'll air your ass out. Keep it respectful. You can express yourself any way you need to in here. Don't make me be. You don't want to see the other side of this. Let's keep it Gucci. Yeah. Um, I'm merely trying to put paint where it ain't, man, because I got daughters, I got granddaughters, and I want the best for us. Now, as I was talking last night, why we go so hard is that we see our mothers, we see our daughters, we see our sisters, and already as a man, we hold you to a higher esteem. Okay, prime example. Look at this Yadro crystal glass, right? Whatever we put in it, it becomes because you are the vessel. Okay, I like this now. It's got tequila in it and looks good. It's refreshing, and got my little, just whatever, But then you think about it, then it's empty. It's your vessel, your womb, and it's filled with multiple jizz. Over 200 different specimens of jizz fills this. Would you drink from it? Would you even hold it in your hand? Because that would be one of those things where we say, literally, your cup would runneth over. But this is what's being perpetuated. And jokers around you are pushing these agendas. I stated before earlier, when we talk about the equal rights movement, we're not talking about the first wave with Susan B. Anthony and those folks where black women got involved and it wasn't even about you. We're talking about the latter one, the big ERA movement. And, in the black community, while you all were getting your rights, they were getting the black man out of the house. Yeah. Why don't none of these people use condoms? You know what? Condoms don't stop the intertwining of spirits. I don't give a shit what you do. If you're laying there and you're commingling the spirit based on what you are actually doing, it's still a transfer of emotions and spirits. Okay? But as you stated, it can be that trifling out here. And just because you put a condom on, I'm gonna tell you, well, let me not speak too soon. Let me do it this way. I don't know many females out here sucking rubber. I'm just saying. Yeah. Yep. Transfer energy. Yeah. It's like the choosing of baby daddies. You know the saying is mama's baby, daddy's maybe. It was always told that, and I still believe it to this motherfucking day. I don't give a shit who it is. A woman always have one in waiting. One in waiting. Might not communicate with the motherfucker, but once in a blue, you might get that call. Hey, what's up? And really, he the one that she jive like, okay, that's the next lick if in case this. That's the one I can call because we have some sort of rapport. Matter of fact, this is that motherfucking that ex that chick was talking about because you had to have actually something going on or some conversation or some sort of rapport to get this bitch to leave her bedroom to come down there to see the nigga, the dude at the gas station to get the cream to put in the pie to take back to the man in the house. Yeah. So I'm saying, bruh, just know they always got a dick in the glass somewhere. Question is, what kind of individual is she? Was she always a slut puppy? If so, she already broke that. That was just a matter of timing. You'll never see it. You'll never see it. It's like a cat. Cat shit everywhere in the house. And when you move out your house, you'll see remnants of dust and what could be shit. But damn, is that shit? What is it, dust? And you just sweep it into the pan and keep it pushing. Don't ever confront her on that shit. Because trust me, she'll deny it to the day she dies. Oh, man, wasn't me. You can see this bitch sitting there with the nigga and on the lap, and like the motherfucker I just showed you in the house, and she was, it wasn't me. Why the fuck you acting like that? You're so goddamn stupid. The shame and the ultimate goal to be, you gotta be right kind of thing. They'll argue you down and listen, throw gas on your ass and light you the fuck up. Yeah. You just gotta make the choice, man. Either you riding it, riding the ride until the rebel yell is no more at the King's Dominion, or just get off the ride, pack your little black bag, your black trash bag, and roll on up the road. Yeah. You know, gotta do it. You gotta be sure. I mean, I'm like this, man. We not safe anymore. We not safe, fellas. They want to demand. Listen, I had a debate earlier, and it was basically to say that it's easier for women to, easier for men to cheat than women, and that's false. You know why I say it's false? It's because men have to put in work to get to that point based on the sexual selection. Yeah. We can't do nothing. We can't fuck nothing that ain't letting us fuck unless we taking pussy, and then that's a whole other conversation. Yeah. So at any given time, I'm just speaking as a man. If rewind it back, the person the waiting in the wings, the dick in the glass, he kind of knows that that's the position he's playing, because he's expressed interest, but she's not giving him the rhythm now. So at 8:42 tonight, or excuse me, 8:45 tonight, out of the blue, they just kicked it here and there, talked on the phone, and may have had coffee last year, but he wanted to do it. He wanted to, and tonight is that night. She said, meet me down at the Tasty Freeze at the gas station at 9. She in the house with her motherfucking man, having chicken dinner. It's Chicken Thursday, chicken thigh and rice and biscuit. And they finished their dinner. And she said, hey, I'm gonna run down to the store, get me some cigarettes, some wine, or some candy or something. Fill up my car. I'll be back. He said, all right, baby, I'm gonna put on the movie. I'll lay here and see you when you get back. You got your phone? You got money? Yeah, I'm good. Boom. Oh, she gone. Pew! Meet this motherfucker and go in there, and she get the wine, get the thing, get what need to happen, throw the shit in the back seat, and then boom, here come old boy. What's happening? How you doing? Hey, I can't be out long. I get back to my baby, my grandmother in the house, some shit, anything. I just wanted to see you. Give me a hug. Then she gets some cream for the pie and take the pie back home to the motherfucking unsuspecting man laying up in the bed watching Cold Case Files or First 48. I'm stupid. And boom, give him some creamy pie. Go to bed like nothing ever happened. It will not tell that motherfucker. No, goddamn it, I'm not gonna stop with the cream pie because goddamn it, that's just, you know what? Listen, I ain't say it. She
Boyfriend was asleep, so I wanted to go fuck my ex real quick. So I drove down to the gas station, let him cream pie me, and then I came home to sneak into bed. My boyfriend woke up and then wanted to fuck me, and he started eating me out and told me how good my pussy tastes, and he's eating my ex's cum out of me, and I never told my
Oof. She never told him. Treacherous ass motherfucker. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, you if that ever be your motherfucking proclivity to do some shit like that, and I find out about it, I'm gonna cut. You see that? You see my motherfucking island back there, right there, the island right there. I'm gonna cut your shit off. I'm gonna sit it right there and let that bitch dry out. Then I'm gonna take it to. You see that water back there? I'm gonna take it to that water back there, and I'm gonna feed it to them motherfucking bass, or the raccoons, or the foxes that be out here. That's what I'm gonna do. They'll never find you. They'll never find your ass. Straight up. I'm just saying, goddammit. And yeah. That's what's brutal. Shit, what's brutal? The fact that she did that, or what? Yeah, what's brutal? Shit. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to find out. Yeah. Listen, put the shoe on the other foot, ladies. All right, your man go down to the gas station and get some goddamn, go give some bitch some cream to put in her pie and then come back and let you suck it. Oh, suck it. Suck it, wench. Yeah, yeah. And you down there and you like, okay, hold up, man. I know this motherfucker took a shower. Did you take a shower? And then, but see, some ladies are so tight with their shit, they go get a black light and say, put a black light on your shit. See what you been doing. I'm just saying. Oh my gosh. Y'all gotta stop condoning the bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, that shit is raunchy. But it happens. Come on, man. How many times y'all motherfuckers been freaky deaky drive-bys? Roll up and you got a motherfucker you fucking with and you just go on, look, come on, put it on the hood of the car. Come on, get me. Get the park bench. You had some drinks, you meet her, and this is how it happens. Even the dick in the glass. Shit, fuck you, nigga. I'm going out with my girls. And boom, you end up down in the park, all dark and shit, with the mosquitoes and the raccoons and the foxes and the stray dogs and the motherfucking perverts. And boom, you on some park bench. And I got some wipes. Yeah. A lot of you motherfuckers have been there and done that shit and then carry your ass back home and argue with the nigga tomorrow. I'm sorry. You get on my fucking nerves. The whole time you ain't gonna tell, well, you know what? You got on my fucking nerves so bad. I went out and called another dick. And we went down to the park and we had a time. We had a whole time. The people, they was applauding. And we bowed. We said, never has so few owed so much to so many for allowing us to come down and to bring this park to life. It was so good he didn't even have to put no puh down there. Yeah, yeah. Thinking about you. Gotta do better. Gotta be better. I know y'all don't like what I'm saying. But I ain't talking about y'all. Only hit dogs hurt, right? They holler. When you hit them, they holler. You hit them, they holler. If it ain't you, it doesn't apply. Don't put the shoe on. Pass it. But all y'all know these twice a year relationship bitches. You know who they are. And even the ones that would lay up in the house on a motherfucker and then go fuck around on a nigga and come sit back at the dinner table like nothing ever happened. Yeah. Oh, fuck a Rose. You one of them desensitized mother. Get off my goddamn line with that bullshit, mechanical shit. You need to get a man. You need to get a man. You need to be about 62, 63 years old. And he done with the dumb shit. He about his motherfucking life. And boom. That's all you need. Wanna watch football on Sunday? Don't bother me. And yeah, when I'm ready, Papa gonna roll that stone just like it's supposed to be rolled. Yeah. Don't front. The old motherfuckers out here tell you tear the frame out of it. Yeah, they got pills for that shit. And then some motherfuckers are just naturally gonna be that way till they go up out of here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My daddy, God rest his soul, he was like that to the day he rolled out of this joker. He was a nasty joker. I'm hoping I have I've inherited his genes or his tenacity. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you got a rancid cooch. Yeah. If you're just joining the show tonight, man, we're talking about the help that we need as fellas to maneuver the pitfalls of you guys, you ladies. Fellas, the shit she potentially is doing to you, you may never know. These hoes is treacherous outside. Well, toys work wonderfully for me until then. See, you playing with that toy, you're gonna desensitize yourself, and it ain't gonna be enough. You crystallizing yourself, you recrystallizing yourself. It ain't enough. What's the eyes for? What the head for? Come on, there. Come on, help me. I'm trying to understand. I mean, am I offensive? I mean, I don't give a fuck. Y'all on my platform. Look, get with the program. Help me out. You know what? I'll do one. You know what? This is what I'm gonna do. This how I'm gonna play this game, because I see that there's an issue with what's going on, with the goings on. I want y'all to hear my old lady, okay? And she had some shit to say earlier, and I thought it was kind of dope. This lady's like 75, 76 years old, but she was about her business. Listen, y'all.
Well, the thing is, you have to look at it, right? We were built for to do that, but we need to procreate. We talk about the construct of life. The Garden of Eden is the quintessential womb of the woman. We're all like kids. So when we talk about it, usually a woman's womb is crystallized. When I say crystallized, meaning her spirit is formed with the first three people she lay with. If she's got an alpha, then that is what she's going to be attracted to physically, and that's her magnetism. If she gets some simp, he might be nice, but I count something about him. I just can't rock with him. But if she gets that same alpha thing, 9 times out of 10, he's gonna be a loser. He's gonna be a bum. He's gonna be selfish, or the things that are not gonna be good for her. This is why biblically it's always been a thing to say, well, you should be sleeping with your husband. No sex before marriage, no procreation before you get married. And when we look at now, even civilization still in certain parts of the world, if the woman was found to be promiscuous or had slept with someone other than her husband, they'll stone her to death, because they understand that those unions are vital to the civilization or community in which you live. Most fathers or mothers in those times, or even now, some that have their heads on straight, want to be able to put their daughters with someone who's looking to build something, who's a builder. But if you just got some wild ass nigga that jumped on your daughter and got all turned out, that's what she's gonna see. And I mean, that's the spirits, you carry spirits like a cold. You can't just shed that once someone's entered you and you shared yourself with them and you carry that. But I say it, and I see a lot of sisters move like that now, move like dudes. And to some degree, you're right, where we kind of set the tone, but we have to look at the world we live in, where we got these white men who have run this shit for years and constantly running ops on top of ops. There's never just one thing. And when they plan 20 to 25 years out. The equal rights movement, we're not talking about Susan B. Anthony. We're talking about the ERAs and those folks that were forward of the 60s and on in, that we want equal rights, we want this and we want that, which was never for black women. You all were just a part of it because you had numbers. Even to this day, they seek you all in the churches, they seek you at your jobs because they want your vote. Now that they're letting the Latinas and the Spanish jokes in here, there's a new nigga on the block. Oh, yeah. So they're constantly trying to get us out there so they can get their vote. But when we talk about the relationships of ours, there is constantly this anarchy where through the the equal rights movement, what people don't understand, while you all were quote unquote being ushered into this equal power, we as men were being ushered out of the door. Because, okay, we're gonna give you your power, but we are also sending another man in there. His name is welfare. So if you choose to fuck with me, you got to kick that nigga to the curb. He can't be up in the house. So when you got your home, we probably will start beginning with the late 60s, early 70s. So we probably 3 generations into that, where you got a young man growing up in a house with maybe 3 other women, and all he sees is the feminine tendencies of these women. Yeah. So he grows up with these bitch tendencies, no pun intended. And he's not satisfied and will never be satisfied with himself. I was telling someone, I said, you know how you have a good man? The top 1 percentile, that high value man, it's not so much the monetary aspect, but the disciplines and how he masters himself. You have someone who's willing to not sacrifice his self-worth for something that's temporary. But you have the world telling you, yeah, come on. It's all fun. It's all good. And you can recognize when something's not good for you, but you still go get it. It's just like a cigarette or a drink, you know? And we're in this world now where social media is driving this, and it's being promoted for women to be hyper sexualized because it's control. You good, you know. Promiscuity is power. You control it, you know. I did a post yesterday, and my saying was, when a man loves a woman, she becomes his weakness. And when a woman loves a man, he becomes her strength. So who's losing? Usually, the one who has submitted his power is the one who's losing. I on the show that I did the other night, night before, there was a guy, blue collar guy, working, had a woman that was living with him in the house, and he was talking to his parents, and he said that he was going to give her a bank card, a bank card, and he was starting with $100. He said every time he gets paid, the money will double. And it'll go on until he gets $700 on the card. And this is what she'll receive monthly on this card for herself. But then he ended up finding out that she was sleeping with 2 other guys and talking about them to the guys. Boom. So he set her up, said, I want to sing to you and whatever, but ended up playing the phone recordings. I'm saying that to say that that man had became weak fucking with that broad who wasn't about shit. And she became stronger in her attitude or her actions.
But see, sometimes that makes the guy, when a woman does that, it makes the guy, he goes into a thing where he get to the place he don't trust other women out there because of what this witch do. Now, my mother told me about men and women. But I believe, since I'm the age I am, I believe all this stuff started between Adam and Eve. I believe if Adam, from the beginning of the Bible, if he had never touched that apple, I believe God would have given him another mate. If Adam's mind was strong enough, said no, Eve, no. But since that didn't happen, all this, and when you read the Bible, read Proverbs, come in. When you read Proverbs talk about when you're a young man or young woman, Proverbs talk about the woman, how the woman can entice a man. And that's a problem. This is something I told my oldest grandson that's 35. I said, read Proverbs. It teach you how to grow up and be a man. It teach the women how to grow up and be a woman. It teach you how you would have that little sneaky woman sneaking around, fooling with, trying to break up your relationship with a woman, and trying to sneak up and mess with this man and that man, this man and that man. And see, that's one thing I was telling people. A woman, like, I look at it like this. I'm a woman. I ain't perfect. God knows in heaven, but ain't about that here perfect. But I tell Fanny about it, it's some things I'm not going beyond. I'm serious. To be the age I am, I'm not. I'm not going beyond those certain things. And I think the way sometimes women, I tell people, go to a prison and ask most of the guys in the prison who've been in the prison, ask them about No, I'm saying this was them. Go to a prison and study it. And ask the men in there about the women, say, why are you in here? And as my mother told me, a woman can wrap a man around her finger. She can make his ass crawl like a snake. You understand? Until somebody try to talk to him and get him out of there. A woman can just make a man just do anything she wants him to do. If she powerful with that, that's what the witches does.
Yeah.
And then I said, talk to every man in the prison house. You'll see everyone who say, okay, I will not be here because I killed a husband. I killed a boyfriend. I went and robbed this. And he is in prison 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. She had to live good.
Living good.
And some women can get man down at the footstool and make him do anything. But I'm gonna tell you, anytime I see a man like that, it will make me want to kill his ass because I don't like a man like that. He's weak.
Mama with no joke. I kill
He
you.
don't feel below the grace of God.
Right.
And I don't like men like that.
No
I like a
weak
man
men.
that's gonna be strong. And if some nigga come out and say, "Hey, baby, this now," I like my man to say, "Who did what?" You know, step up. You know what I mean? But he said, I don't want no man. And he said, "Hey, baby," and I said, "Nigga, what you say?" And then he like that. Oh, why did you know? I'm gonna tell him.
A weak man.
Yeah, I don't weak no man.
Yeah. But that's a perspective, man, of someone who's lived some life or lived their life and has virtue, moral compass. Her and her husband been married a long time. Yeah. But, you know, be a strong man, it means that I ain't going for your bullshit and I'm going to call you on it every step of the way. And in this day and age, to do that, it's like the cancel culture. You too harsh, you too mean. You can't talk to me like that. You can't do this. You can't do that. Milk too cold. Too hot outside. Too many bugs. Bugs inside. Light too bright. Can't hear the music. Music too hard. Ain't saying what I need to say. Any excuse in the book. Got more excuses than a nigga going to jail. Everything. When you talk about equality, you should be ready to receive your chastisement along with your accolades and your affirmations. You wrong, bitch. I'm gonna call you out. Fucking wrong. You trifling. It was inappropriate for you to do what you did, and that's that. You're not gonna embarrass me. Period. But, you know, in this day and age, a lot of us men, we have to, here's our issue. As I stated before, if a man loves a woman, she's his weakness because he has to care for her. He has to make himself available. He has to do things to kind of help enhance or supplement the life that she has, however good or fucked up it is. And that means he's not taking accountable responsibility for his responsibilities and the things he has to do. Okay? For him to sacrifice that, a lot of times, man, it goes unnoticed and it's not going to be appreciated by her. If you have an issue where, you know, you leave your prospective business to come and try and smooth something over or to have a conversation, it won't be appreciated because 9 times out of 10, that woman will not make the same sacrifice for you, homeboy. Yeah. Listen, all I'm saying, man, is goddamn it, if a man loves you, please be considerate of the small sacrifices that he's willing to make for you. Let's say you got a motherfucker who's never trusted anybody, but is willing to give you his motherfucking, let's say start with something small, but it could be great. His phone passcode or the passcode to his fucking bank account or the key to his house. You know, shit like that. Small shit, but it's baby steps. He's never done it before. You can't hold him to the fire based on what was already there before you, especially if you was moving fucked up and foul, or you have been moving fucked up and foul. You have to go in there and see what's there, mark it down, take inventory, and say, okay, from this day, we start. And I appreciate the fact that you thought enough of me to trust me to allow me into your space, even though you've dealt with the fact that the majority of your life dealing with women, the very things or your very trust has been weaponized against you, even from a young boy growing up in a single mother household where you saw nothing but female tendencies. You don't know a man, but I respect the fact that you are stepping out here attempting to be a man. Listen, I see a lot of these guys out here, man, looking to vie for your favor. doing a Derek Jackson, talking about how alpha they are or how much of a leader they are, making all these bullshit affirmations, getting you to buy into that. Trust me, it ain't that goddamn easy. I don't give a fuck who you are, how much of an alpha, how much strong you are. It's not that easy, especially when you're dealing with a woman who is living in this time, modern. You can't give her the traditional man because she won't receive it. It takes time to work that in because she has to dial back so many things that she's jumped off the bridge for. Her independence, the fact that she has been out here by her motherfucking self, don't have people to depend on, and she's tired of devaluing herself to get people to step up for her, to help her get her life together. Bullshit mentors that, okay, yeah, I'm gonna help you, but I'm gonna help you as long as you help me with this dick. You hear me? Trolls. I put you in precarious situations where, okay, we paying for play. I got you as long as you take care of me. Yeah. So I understand. But there's a duality. On the other side, you still have a young boy in a man's body where he was raised by a woman just like you. Scarred, broken, abandoned. And not so much abandoned. If you were in that first wave, you chose to leave, chose to keep that man out of that son's life. So, as I stated before, it ain't no storm. It's merely your karma coming to revisit you. And a lot of times, it don't even be your mammy that pay for it. It's you. The sins of the mother too. Not only the father. That'll come and visit you. So as you're moving through life, you wonder, well, why the fuck can't I, look at your mammy and look at your pappy and find out what the fuck they do that you paying for. Not that it's fair, but at least you know where you come from, and you're not going to continue to go to hell in a handbasket. You know what I mean? So you gotta kind of do your homework when it comes to this thing, and don't continue to devalue yourself, man. There's nothing wrong with just saying, you want some Cindy Lauper shit, you want to have fun, just beware of what comes with that. You think about it, man. You have all these demands, and what you bring into the table won't suffice for the individual who has been disciplined and focused enough to get their life together. You're not worthy. Fuck, I know damn well if I gave you $100 million, you ain't going to buy no used ass nothing. Fuck all. Same thing. Motherfucker's been disciplined enough to build his life and to get his shit together. And to think, let me be straight with you, man. Listen. People that are married and they play on that level, they millionaires and doing that, trust me, they have different understandings. Because a lot of times on that level, the cost of the things that are going to be lost outweigh the little quirks. Here you go. For years, you see on the little TV shows and stuff like that where you have wealthy husbands, wives home all day, fucking the pool boy, fucking the lawn man, fucking the, there used to be a play, and it was a book called the Postman Rings Twice, and that was a given. Shit, the motherfucking man, he knew his woman was cheating, but they had an understanding. Look, man, don't bring nothing home that we got to take care of, and don't bring nothing home that we got to treat. So it's like, that's their thing. But when we talk about the average individual who's worked, and he's looking at you, and you coming, 3 different baby daddies, you got your own issues, and motherfucker watch you with your issue. Sure, he like the shapes, may like the face. But what he's going to do is probably create a whole different space in which y'all can play. And you're going to do just that, play. And you're a part of the show. You'll never be a part of the business. And when the time runs out on that, meaning he's going to turn the clock on your clown ass, then shit, the season's over. Yeah. But how long does that go on, man? Majority of you out here in earshot of me are above 30 years old. When are you going to do the work? You got a good man. Let's say if you got a good man around and, you stuck in your motherfucking ways and he's trying to go at you and give you some understanding because that's his job, to be the leader, to give you guidance. You listening? You listening or not? But you can't hear because you stuck in your ways because you can't nobody tell me nothing. You ain't my daddy. Shit, bitch, you don't even know your daddy. When in all actuality, that man could be the very best thing that happened to you since Jesus. Because he loves you. Loves you with all your flaws. But his life, usually in those stages, because of the contempt you have for yourself, you can't see that because you're too busy looking at his flaws or looking for his flaws. So you won't receive that conversation in the middle of the night and in the realm of him trying to get his feelings or his emotions together to trust your ass fully to something that could very well change your fucking life. But you're not worthy. So yeah, you're going to get scraps. You're going to get pieces. And at every turn, it'll be something else. Yeah. Got to do better if you want better. Some goofy ass broad came on this motherfucker talking about, yeah, who are you, Donnie Simpson? Bitch, if you don't stay off my platform, I'm going to air you out. Don't come for me. I ain't sent for you, but I'll sure enough deal with you. Yeah. Look, man. Love yourself. Treasure yourself. Yeah. Get away from the dick and glass. Lock in. Do the work. You got somebody half-ass decent that's dealing with your bullshit. You got to recognize the motherfuckers dealing with your bullshit. Most of you don't. Y'all in such a fucking fog that you just like. But it goes back to the crystallized womb too. Good motherfucker ain't going, really measure. Especially he got to show you the aggressive side. He won't choke you out and treat you like shit and whole bunch of shit. Fuck your head and all kinds of shit just to make you. He loved me. No, that ain't love. And I don't take it from you, man, because a lot of you are walking around here and been, had your innocence taken from you at young ages and even old ages, But y'all need to get help for that, man. Get you some fucking help. Because you're missing out on life. It's fleeting. And stop this shit, man. If you're in a relationship with a motherfucker and you don't, you angry or whatever, don't be sitting up there talking about, yeah, well, I'm going to be happy with my new man. Who the fuck does that? I mean, that's some childish ass shit. Bitch, do the work. Recognize you got a man in front of you asking you to tighten up a few little things. I guarantee he's not asking you for much. Yeah. Do the work. Stop hoeing. Matter of fact, you ain't even hoeing. You slutting. You a cream pie. You a pie that a motherfucker got to put cream in. A creamless pie. You just crust, bitch. Crusty bitch. A lot of them do it. A lot of them do it. You probably guilty of it too, goddammit. Yeah. Listen, and all you getting, I hope you got some understanding tonight, man. I'm sitting here and I gotta eat. And yeah, y'all holding the motherfucker up. I like talking to you and shit. I truly do. And I like your commentary. I like all the love you and the energy you give. I try to give it back. Yeah, I can say a lot, but I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna let it go. Look, if you like the show, follow me on YouTube. Now, I let y'all motherfuckers slide on Facebook tonight. I sure did. And just know, it's going to be gone. Y'all can get some clips, and that's going to be about it. So you need to subscribe now. Hit that subscribe, pluck the bell, smash the like button. Yeah, get your notification. And follow me on Instagram, man. If you see me out there, let me know you came by. Don't be just creeping in and looking and shit. Looking ass motherfucker. Yeah. Follow me on Facebook. You know, if you're not my friend, you know, you can be my friend. And maybe I'll send you a invitation to the wet spot, man. With exceptional taste, folks. You cooked and ate dinner already? Good for you. I'm hungry. I'm hungry as a hassa. Yeah. Tomorrow, man, we're gonna do bingo. And I'm gonna give away something to y'all. So y'all tell your friends, come on here, we can play bingo together. And yeah. Y'all know we're not doing no motherfucking bingo. It's Friday, bitch. Y'all gonna get a rerun. I'll see you motherfuckers Monday. Unless it's some shocking news that I got to come on here and speak my mind about, you know. It's just what it is. So with that said and done, I'm gonna wrap this call up and I'm gonna go out here and sit on the deck and overlook some shit and watch the raccoons and the foxes fight and get me something to eat. Yeah. Just know, man, if you don't love yourself, man, can't nobody else love you. You're in the way. You're a fucking problem. So in all you're getting, get you some understanding, get you some growth and peace. Don't concern yourself about the things you don't have because you have everything. There's a million folks who want to be you, regardless of how great you think you are. There's always something that's out here, someone out here looking at you to say, you ain't shit. Psych, I'm just playing with you. Hey, before you go to bed tonight, man, thank the Lord. There is a God, and he loves you. Tell a friend, I love you too. Good night.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the Romello Marcellus Show. The fly uncle you always wish you had.
Bring 'em out.
Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
Had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events.
Major show alert.
All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you.
Check it out.
You're now rocking with the best.